Hello everybody and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Super Mario World. Now that everything's said and done, everything is completed here in Dinosaur Land, and it's time to take on the final level, Bowser's Castle. We are taking the front door. No, we are not taking the back door because fuck the back door. Why is there a back door? Taking the front door. I'm not afraid of a good challenge. So, Bowser's Castle has a gimmick here. Basically, if you, once you get to the first door, and, and still we can't bring Yoshi with us. It would have been nice if they would just allow us to bring Yoshi, but nope. So you'll get to this one room where you see some numbers here. It actually has up to 4 doors, and and any kind of door that you go in, it will be some kind of a different kind of room that you'll be in. And they basically go by difficulty. So like I would say number 2 is definitely the easiest. The other ones are probably the hardest ones, and this one, door number 7, might be the easiest as well. But there's like some other rooms here. I can't exactly remember off the top of my head what the other rooms were like. But the other ones would definitely be just as difficult. This one has one with the Bowser statues. Where I'll just breathe some fireballs, and then there's also the gold Bowser statues. That'll just jump around. And then after those 2 rooms, and then this room right here, this is actually where you start if you took the back door, because this is actually the last room. It'll just take you right over to Bowser. And then just sit on that block switch. I kept struggling a bit because I try to get on the step, and then Mario keeps on hitting that block here. Oh, hey, Ninjas! Wow! I guess this must be your first canonical appearance, because you know how Super Mario 2 USA was. And then we have some new enemies, Mecha Koopas. If you jump on them, they deactivate, and then you can actually pick them up. And those Mecha Koopas are going to be useful for something, but we'll find out. So, just a little bit ways over, and then there it is. There's a big red oak door, and then inside we go. Alright. Here we go. Oh man, I just love it. I really do love the build-up for this one because it just looks so intimidating. Like you're about to bring over some. Alright, so here he is, Bowser, and he's riding in his Koopa Clown car for some. This is actually the first appearance of the Koopa Clown car, which is actually one of the more iconic vehicles that you would have. So, Bowser, he has, well, at least 3 of those phases here. Well, we're just 3 rounds. The first one, he'll go in this kind of U-shaped pattern here. And then he'll start throwing these Mecha Koopas. What we gotta do is they have to jump on them first to deactivate. And then pick them up, and then kick them up. And then, just as long as you aim right as you just kick them up to where Bowser is, and then that's when he gets hit. And this actually goes to show how impressive the Super Nintendo can be, because like you see how the Koopa Clown car just goes and zooms out like right to the screen. This is actually something that the Super Nintendo is capable of. Also, after that kind of round, then Bowser will show these fireballs, and then Princess Peach will actually just come out of there in some kind of a screamy, panicky motion somehow. She'll throw you a mushroom, but I'm not taking that one though because I still have my cape feather in the box. You notice how the HUD completely disappears. For the final battle, which is kind of weird, but I mean it kind of what makes the whole thing epic. The only thing that doesn't disappear though is the item box. So like even if you pick up something, then it'll just reappear again. So that way you have the items, and it's a good thing I still have the cape feather, and just wearing the cape feather just at least as my backup. Now for this one, Bowser will actually just move in this zigzag motion up in the air. And I got hit right there. And then he also just dropped down these giant bowling balls right at you, so you want to be careful of that too. You can actually just spin jump on them and you'll be fine. You also want to make sure not to jump into the propeller because Mario gets hurt by that. And it makes sense though because propellers will absolutely fucking hurt if you do not want to touch the propellers. They are lethally dangerous. Or, I mean, I guess kind of redundant. Just extremely lethal. Don't do that. So, yeah, that's where you want to be careful for. And then, yeah, that's all there is. So, one thing I gotta say about this fight is that, it's not tough, I would say, but not easy either. Because, like, you have to figure out, like, just to basically know what you're doing. You're just having to take those and then kick those up. I mean, you should already utilize that right about now. So, I mean, you should be fine with this one. So, as long as you know what you're doing, then, it's not too difficult, I would say. But, one thing that actually makes it absolutely climactic, and also the theme itself, it's such a badass theme that there is. Because, like, it sounds so intimidating and so rocking as well. Probably, and this might be one of the more menacing portrayals of Bowser that I'd say. Like, especially, like, in those early days. I mean, if you probably play, like, other Mario games or other Mario spin-off games, and, Bowser does tend to have different portrayals, like, he could be either some kind of menacing tyrant in usually the main games, or he could be absolutely comical and silly in the RPGs. Or, just being there just to be a spiteful dick is what he is, particularly in the Mario Party games. Alright, so that should be the second round done and over with, and so just one more round to go. And yeah, I'm probably gonna have to pick up that mushroom that's right there, because, you know, definitely need my backups here. Alright, so this last one. So Bowser is absolutely pissed, and even the Cloud Car is pissed, as you can see here. Yeah, Bowser actually started hopping around on the castle battlements itself, or on the top of the fortress, and he'll try to crush you as well. So, so yeah, I gotta be careful. Oh yeah, and I just got hit right there. So, I would say don't get too reckless when trying to throw the those Mega Koopas, because I mean that's part of what I did as well, because you'll end up getting hit by the clown car. And one more hit, and then there we go, and then the clown car malfunctions. And now we are done! We did it! We have beaten Super Mario World! We did it! Oh yeah, Mario's blushing. And Princess Peach is rescued again, and Bowser's defeated again. Mario's adventure is over. Mario, the princess, Yoshi, and his friends are going to take a vacation. Oh, vacation? I thought that was a picnic. Oh, well, I mean, you know, same thing. I mean, you can still take this on vacation. You still can. And look, fireworks. See, another thing that the Super Nintendo is pretty good about, like, it actually does look a lot better than how the fireworks were in Super Mario 1. So yeah, we did it. And speaking of vacations, this actually should be a much better vacation than a certain later vacation that Mario does. Oh, God. I guess all just come together. So, alright, folks. This is it. This is the end of Super Mario World. We've beaten the game. We've done 100% completion. We've done, well, you know, like I said, we did all the levels, did all the exits, secret exits, every single secret level, defeated Bowser, everything like that. And we are done. The journey is now over. And so now that we are finally done with Super Mario World, that means that it is now the end of the Super Mario Brothers Super Marathon. And you know, like I said, I managed to end this on a high note. Before I actually go any further about this, I do want to talk about the game itself. You know, after having beat this game, you know, my whole overall thoughts. So I would say though, this game is phenomenal. I fucking love this game. Now, I mean, granted, though, I don't really have as much nostalgia as Super Mario 64, because you know, just like with between A Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time, where you know I prefer Ocarina of Time more. Even though I do agree that A Link to the Past is such a great game, you know, I actually prefer that one. It's the same thing with between this game and Super Mario 64, because I grew up with that one. But I still did manage to get my hands on Super Mario World eventually, and I had so much of a good time with it. And, you know, I mean, so I kind of took some practice there as well, because you know, just having to go as far as I ever could. But, you know, but once I did start playing the game, I had so much of a damn good time. And I know so many people love this game, and I can definitely see why that it is. You know, it's such a great game. It really is. Everything about it is just so great. And, you know, if I were to play a 2D Mario game, I definitely go for this one. And I want to say, like, you know, probably would be my absolute favorite 2D Mario game. But then Super Mario Brothers Wonder came out. I played that one, and I am so conflicted on which one I would have to like better, because like either this one or the other one, because both games are fantastic. And yeah, so one of those rare instances we get a mid-credit scene of all the Yoshis getting hatched. Oh, look at the baby Yoshis, little babies. And then I guess up next is just the them showing the enemies. This is just going to show off the enemies and their the autumn variants, the regular ones, because you know we switched to the autumn season. There's actually no way to go back to the spring season whatsoever. You're actually stuck there permanently. But yeah, so everything else about the game, you know, and you know, aesthetically, the game looks so gorgeous, because like you know, for this game to make its debut in the 16-bit era and as a launch title for the Super Nintendo, it looks so damn good. The graphics look so beautiful. Every kind of sprite work is detailed, and you know, everything is just everything there's just detail. It just goes to show what the Super Nintendo is capable of. And oh god, it's such a gorgeous game to look at. It really is. And the controls, oh yeah, some of the smoothest controls I've ever had to play in a Mario game. Where, you know, it's very precise, and they really did the detail. And the level design, it's such a damn good level design as well. They did such a fantastic job with the level design itself. And the music, I mean, you know, it's different variants of the main theme though, but it's still fitting. It's very fun to listen to as well, and everything. And also the credits theme, I love the credits theme too. It's such a great one. It really makes you feel like you've really accomplished everything, and I love when games do that. You really feel such an accomplishment for that. And yeah, it's like so many great things that the game does right, with the, how they would handle the items as well, and everything there, and all that, and also checkpoint system, and with some more innovative things they would do as well. This game's so freaking good. Now, the only downsides I have with this game, though, like some kind of complaints I would have, one thing would be the bosses, though. They are way too easy, especially like coming from Mario 3, because when fighting the Koopalings. But the bosses were way too easy, though. Like they kind of felt repetitive as well. And not only that, though, but one thing that I might find disappointing, though, is that they don't bring back some of the cool items from Mario 3. I actually still do miss those, but, wouldn't lose sleep over those, because, you still have the Cape Feather, which is the absolute best item there is. And, just good for utilization, but, at least, they still get the item box, so, in case we have backups. And so now we're at the end screen. Oh, hi there, Luigi! Well, we never mentioned you at all. We never seen you around either. Where the hell have you been? We weren't even part of the show here. But, and yeah, and once again, this is one of those games where you can't proceed onwards, like, if you press the A button, you have to go and turn off the game, unless you play the Game Boy Advance port, but, but, overall, such a, after just everything else, that's basically all I can say about Super Mario World, but, overall, phenomenal game, and, like I said, I still prefer Super Mario 64, because, considering I grew up with that game, since I was an N64 kid, then, I've been around a lot of the games of that console, and so I would have a lot more nostalgia about it, and I do admit it is kind of a nostalgia bias with that, just like with Ocarina of Time, so, it's, that's just me, though, but, but having got my hands on this game, I had so much fun with it, and, and like I said, overall, it's such a phenomenal game, and, if you ever want a good start to, get a good feel of the Super Mario Brothers games, or, the standard kind of traditional Mario game, go for Super Mario World, and, it is currently available on the Nintendo Switch Online, which is what I play on here, so if you wanna play that one here. There's also the Game Boy Advance port that I can also recommend, and, I think it also kind of has a screen crunch, and the sound font not being quite as good, well, because the Game Boy Advance sound font isn't that great to begin with either, but, but if you want to have a good accessibility, you can also play the Game Boy Advance port. It's still, such a good pick up and play, if you ever want to play this game on the go, but, I would definitely heavily recommend Super Mario World. I know, with the later Mario games coming out, it might be hard to do so, considering how, it's a game from 1991, and it might not be your times though. But if you ever want to get a feel of what it was like back in the day, if you want to ever visit the Super Mario games yesteryears, then go for this one. Like I said, it's still available on the Nintendo Switch Online if you have a paid subscription for that, like I do, and this is what I did for that as well. And you just want to get a to see what that was like, and I still heavily recommend this game. It's so fun. You'll love it. I love it and did everything on there and just do 100%. So. Anyway, so, yeah, I guess that's all there to say about it, and so, with that said, we did it, guys. Super Mario World is done and over with, and so, reflecting back on all the other games, we have, done with Super Mario Bros. 1, Super Mario Bros. 2 USA, not Lost Levels, because fuck Lost Levels, Super Mario Bros. 3, and now Super Mario World, and that's all the games, and so, the Super Mario Brothers Super Marathon has now finally come to an end, and it's been such a great ride, and I'm actually real glad. I had such a good time just going back to this, because it was basically created because I did because back in the past, where first doing this channel, and I jumped straight ahead to Mario 64 because I hardly ever had access to the other Mario Brothers games, but now I do, and so I felt bad that I actually left those out, and I felt like that I should have done those a long time ago. So that's why I went ahead and went on my way to create a marathon-based project where I go and focus on the other Mario Brothers games I didn't get to do, and do Let's Plays on them just to make up for it. And something I've been wanting to do for a long time, just having to play those. And now that I've done those, granted though, it might be a bit of a pain in the ass having to do everything there, just within the scope of doing a Let's Play. But overall, I still had such a good time playing those games because what else can I say about Super Mario Brothers or the games surrounding it? They're such damn good games. And, as a longtime Mario fan, I can really say that much though, because having grown up with a plumber himself, I can just say with great certainty and great safeness that you know, that Super Mario Brothers the games are so phenomenal. And, you know, it could have its, you know, some good times and bad times, you know, but there's no denying that, you know, there hardly ever exists like at least one single bad Mario game. Maybe there could be some out there, not counting Hotel Mario, but I mean, they're just, but you know, you can't really deny that whatsoever, though, because, you know, because I know the Super Mario Brothers series have definitely grown strong throughout the years, and definitely even stronger, though, you know, with some of the RPGs, well, the RPGs finally making their return. But, you know, but going by the mainline Mario games, they, you know, it's definitely one of the strongest suits, and they've really sold very well, and, you know, they really did help with the Nintendo financially for all this for all this right there. And you know, I mean, between Mario and Sonic, I mean, yeah, I'm more into Mario than Sonic though, because well, I know Sonic has well, it definitely has ups and downs, and there are times where he just doesn't do that well though. So I mean, but um, but you know, talk about the marathon itself. You know, I still had such a great time with it, and I see how much it's been very well received, because I know I see so it's gained so many views, and you know, I got a lot more subscribers because of it, and it really just you know, makes me feel happy that, you know, that you guys really do enjoy this, and I'm really glad about this, you know, and I'm glad I was able to do these ones, and you know, to entertain you guys with those, just playing those Mario games, and this whole marathon was very well received as a result. And you know, and from the bottom of my heart, I really thank you guys. I'm really glad you guys were able to enjoy this, and you know, and you know, I'm glad I was able to enjoy myself. It's been fun as well, and you know, I'm definitely gonna miss those days when I actually just when I got to play those games. And I mean, the marathon projects won't really stop there, because I mean, there will be other marathons that I'll be doing besides Mario, but that's probably gonna come a later time though, for once I focus on those. But I'm glad to see how much the whole marathon was. It was an absolute success, and you know, and so many of you guys enjoyed it, and you know, and I really I can't thank you guys enough. I'm really happy to hear this. So thank you so much, guys, for your enjoyment of this, and for tuning in, and you know, for having such a good time on this journey of those Mario games. And I'm at a loss for words for how happy I am. I really can't thank you guys enough. It really means a lot to me that you guys enjoy this, and you know, it's just been a great ride overall. So, oh man, I don't even know how to end this though, but you know, yeah, I'm glad this is all done, and so yeah, it's great to see that this whole marathon has come to a grand close, and to end on a high note with Super Mario World, as such that where you know, the 2D Mario games just reached its peak for that. So. Anyway, so yeah, I guess that's all there's to say here. So, so the next we meet in we do meet in the Mario universe. I do want to. Well, I know there's probably like you know, I know I already did. Well, normally if I haven't done Super Mario 64, I probably would have gone to that one as well. Although I guess I probably would have done Yoshi's Island, but I don't know if I want to do a Let's Play of that one though, because I'd have to do 100%. But doing 100% of that game is a royal pain in the ass. Even though it is a good game though, but. I don't know. I mean, maybe if you guys really want me to do that one, I'll probably only do it by request though. But the next time we do meet in the Mario universe, you know, since Super Mario 64 is already done on this channel, back when this channel was called Hylian Alchemist, some of you are probably thinking I might be doing Super Mario Sunshine next though, but I'm not gonna do it just yet though, because there's actually one other game before that I want to do. That would be Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, I actually have been wanting to do Luigi's Mansion first, before getting to Sunshine, because since it was a launch title on the GameCube, and I guess chronologically it does take place before then, or you know, by release date as well. So I do want to get to that one first. So what? Yeah. So when we go back in the Mario universe, then you know, we'll be getting to Luigi's Mansion, and so the next time I ever do a marathon-based project, because you know, like I said, I'm not the marathon-based project won't stop here. It won't be my only one. There will be other marathons I'll be doing with some other classic games. I was probably thinking maybe I could probably do a Donkey Kong marathon next, because you know, I want to get to those ones. I did Diddy Kong Racing, so why not give Donkey Kong some more love right there, and just you know, do the classic ones, and then Donkey Kong Country and all that. But you know, more on that once I actually do an outside kind of marathon. So yeah, the next time marathon project is where I'll be focusing on Donkey Kong. And so, for the next project that I'm going to, well, ladies and gentlemen, I would say, you know, since Super Mario World is Let's Play number 19, and so, the next one is where I'll be reaching 20 Let's Plays. Yes. All 20 Let's Plays that will be reaching the 20th one. And so, it's such a great milestone that I would have here, just finally reaching 20 Let's Plays. And so, what I want to do for my 20th Let's Play is something very special. The next one is going to be my favorite game of all time. Now, granted, I actually do have two favorite games of all time, though. But I do want to get to this one first, most of all, because having been such a huge fan of that kind of franchise, and considering that that game itself is my absolute favorite in that franchise, and therefore my favorite game of all time, and I want to celebrate it just by playing that. And I'll probably just drop some hints on the on these posts that you'll see here. And so you'll probably just see what it is. But what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to go. I'm going to take a break for about a week though, since having to do a whole marathon kind of does take a lot of me. So I'm going to take a break first, and then after about a week or so, then that's when we'll go ahead and on the way I'll drop some hints on what my what the next game or what the next Let's Play will be, and then to see what it is. And after about a week or so, then that's when I'll upload the first video. And I'm excited for this one though, because like I said, it's my favorite game of all time, and I want to celebrate it just by my 20th Let's Play. And so I hope you guys are looking forward to that, because I sure as hell am. I'm excited for this one. I've been dreaming of this day to come. It's finally gonna happen, and so you'll see definitely what it is. So yeah, so there's the play right there. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and for tuning in and for enjoying this this marathon. It's been such a good time, and I will see you guys for my next project. Stay tuned until then.